and welcome to a new episode of Trailer Talk. I have some trailers from Gamescom, some pretty cool things, some things we need to talk about, and some Scalebound footage. Let's get started. Thumbs up if you like Trailer Talk, and please leave a comment on any of the trailers or footage you see in today's episode. Yeah, let's get started. Seriously, comment.
Peggy 18.
First trailer we have is footage of
Town of Costa del Porto.
Just Cause 3. This game is coming out this year, I think December 1st. I'm afraid it might get pushed back. But you know, I hope it comes out, looks good. This fucking wingsuit looks so fucking rad, dude. Oh my god. This trailer is just a bunch of explosions and crazy shit. And it looks so good. It looks so good. It looks like Just Cause with the wingsuit. That's prettier looking. Cooler explosions. Hanging upside down. And there's something in the trailer that I was worried might not be back, but I'm glad to see that it has returned, as you will see here in a second. Oh man, this game looks a lot better than Mad Max. See, I remember when I first saw Mad Max, but look at that. That shit's so cool. Because you can grapple in... There we go. Hold on. You can grapple into, like, the wingsuit, and you can just kind of perpetually fly. But Avalanche is also doing that Mad Max game. I guess that's another team. When I first saw that footage, I was a little worried that, hey, you know, they're good at crazy. This Mad Max game doesn't seem to be crazy enough. Would these games be good if they didn't ratchet up the crazy like... The fucking I'm out. I was worried. I was worried that might not be back, but it's back. It just looks so fucking fun, man. I just like these trailers are just like this kind of shit. It's like they don't care about story. Just blow up shit, do crazy stuff, fly around.
Set the world on fire. December 1st.
December 1st. I'll be there. Alright, what do we have here? We have a trailer for Dark Souls 3. Now, I put it here just because I feel like obliged, you know, it's Dark Souls, we gotta talk about it. This is a franchise that has more or less become annualized. If you're one of those people who really acts like Bloodborne's this dramatically different thing, you're probably lying to yourself, but hey. This is like every Dark Souls trailer where it's like 2/3 of it are slow story setup, you know? Very slow moving shots. And then you'll see a lot of quick shots at the end with gameplay. So I guess that's why we're watching this, but I don't even know why I put this in here. You're not really... I mean, some of this stuff cool. It looks cool. Like the imagery, the atmosphere, the stuff that we know Dark Souls is cool with is all here, and it's great looking. And it's hard to be mad that we live in a world where we can have a lot of Souls games. Apparently you can make bonfires in corpses and where you want, or maybe in certain places. It seems cool. How about right outside boss rooms? And here we got some gameplay. You know, you see some cool fucking enemies, like that big skull dude. You see him kind of dodging around, shooting arrows real fast, which seems cool. I saw that at E3. Spin attacks. There's a variety of attacks, different types of bosses. That one's probably going to be fucking hard. Looks pretty hard. I saw this boss at E3. It moves all weird and floating like. Which Miyazaki seemed really proud of. Looks like Dark Souls. Dragons. You didn't have dragons in Bloodborne, right? Maybe you did. I don't know. I'm gonna get it. I purchased every Souls game day one, and no reason I'm not gonna play this one. I like Souls games, but it's every March, it seems like now. It's the 3rd year in a row.
The #1 killer.
And we have a trailer for Remedy's new game, you know, creator of Max Payne and Alan Wake.
When Paul came back,
and Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. or Carcetti from The Wire is in it. Iceman's in it. It looks like they replaced all the video game character models with lookalikes of actual actors who are, I guess, doing the voices. And here's some gameplay. It's a third-person shooter with time mechanics. And when I say third-person shooter, I mean even more so than Alan Wake or Max Payne. This looks like a cover-based Gears of War, Uncharted style shooter. And honestly, while these time mechanics look really cool, this gameplay, I mean, doesn't really excite me. I don't know. I mean, wasn't people's main complaint with Alan Wake was that there was too much shooting? Why don't they not make a third-person shooter? I don't know. So apparently they were going to make like a TV show that was going to be separate. Now all these TV show scenes are going to be like in the game. Got Daniels from The Wire. He's cool. I don't know. It's interesting. It's weird. I have faith that Remedy's going to do something cool, but I gotta say, something about this setting and mechanic. I mean, it just doesn't seem as exciting as Alan Wake was when we first saw it. I think where it was kind of mysterious and Twin Peaksy, or even Max Payne, this grizzled noir thing. But this just seems, I don't know, whatever. Let me know what you think about Quantum Break below while we watch this lengthy Scalebound gameplay. And I'm sure you've seen a bunch of this already, but we need to talk about it. We've since learned that this is a Japanese RPG. This is an action RPG from Platinum Games, directed by Hideki Kamiya, who only makes amazing games. So this will probably be good. This footage you're about to see is really early. This game it's slated for holiday of next year, not this year, and that's if it makes it on time. But for a game that early, this is looking pretty good. I'm guessing there's a lot of pressure from Microsoft to actually get a demo out, because this was a no-show at E3 and people were kind of bummed.
Get off if you'd ask me to. Use your words.
So this main character seems very Dante. Let me turn up the audio a little.
Oh man, here we go.
But I read an article and Kamiya was kind of talking about how this game's going to kind of be all about the bond between the main character and his dragon, who's always with you. And you build this trust, and how early on, he throws you off and stuff a bunch, but you will eventually, and they've confirmed it, be able to ride that dragon around. And I'm guessing that's going to be the main method of kind of traversing the world. Which if you look up in the skybox, there are islands and stuff up there, so I'm guessing this is some sort of floating island world. But yeah, you can kind of direct your your dragon on who to attack and when to attack, and he kind of runs around on his own, and you kind of got your own little combos and whatnot. Kamiya has said that this isn't supposed to be super stylish like a Devil May Cry, which some people voice some concerns that this combat doesn't look as crazy as something like a Bayonetta or whatever, but I think that was intentional. They don't want to take the focus off. I mean, if you were Bayonetta, you probably wouldn't need a dragon, and maybe that's sort of their MO. I don't know. He does have a sword and shield, which is nice. I like shields. I'm a Souls guy, not a Bloodborne guy. I'm pro shield. Like shields. You're gonna pick up some loot here, which is an item he will use later. And if you really pay attention to the details, you'll notice not only does he have an inventory here on the bottom left, and I don't really do this for trailer talk, but I'm gonna move my head here just so you can see some of the UI, because I want you to know that this is like an open world, Japanese RPG. There's like a proper mini map here, and he's picking up his loot. I guess that's assigned to like a D-pad, and even look when he's swinging his sword, it has a durability rating that's going down. Look in the bottom left corner. So yeah, grassland. I guess when you go into a new area, it kind of, or different regions, it kind of shows. On the screen, here's a big monster. All we kind of knew early on was that you were going to have a dragon and you were going to fight big monsters, but we didn't know that this was kind of going to be a full-blown Japanese RPG with loot and skills and progression. But it is, and that's exciting because Platinum Games has never made anything like it. I mean, Hideki Kamiya did direct Okami, which was very much like a Zelda game, and debatably an RPG in some sense. I don't know if you're one of those Zeldas and RPG thing guys. But. So he threw a little shock mine on there, which is cool. He's giant. So he has like some sort of devil trigger, scale armor, where he kind of goes a little more full Devil May Cry in his combat. And there is extended footage out there on IGN about, with the about an 8-minute gameplay demonstration, where they kind of show more moves and combos and stuff with this armor. His double trigger or whatever, like he has a stinger and stuff from Devil May Cry. And this shit looks cool. He has like you saw he has this grapple arm thing, which kind of pulls him towards enemies, which is cool. But again, I think the dragon's gonna be your main method of fucking shit up. You can see damage numbers, which I like damage numbers, and he's doing a lot more damage. And if you look, well, I'm gonna unpause here. It's not actually in this footage, but there is this is sort of like an homage to Devil May Cry with the red orbs. If in the other footage, he's kind of walking around the forest fighting like smaller creatures and stuff, and they are lootable. I mean, this is an RPG. It's crazy to think that, Platinum Games would make an RPG, but well, there it is. And this is a little teaser at the end,
Holy shit.
where they're kind of announcing something we didn't realize. And that's that this game is 4-player co-op. You're going to be able to play with other people who have their own dragons and creatures. And these dragons do look different. So I wonder if there will be some sort of customization. And if you look at I'm going to rewind here. If you look at his outfit, that character does look different in terms of clothing. I don't know if that's as far as like equipment goes. And if you look here, he has a spear, which confirms that there's going to be new weapon types, and that is actually Hideki Kamiya's Twitter handle as his name. And if you look here, you see another guy, and this character is also wearing something different. He has another different weapon, and I'm wondering if he even looks different than the main character. I'm wondering if there will actually be some character customization. But I'm not really sure. Maybe not. The main character has been redesigned. He actually looks more like the character from BMC now. But that's Scalebound. It's early, but it's exciting. The pedigree working on this game is really, it's Hideki Kamiya. He's never made a bad game. He has one of the most flawless track records as far as his directing credits. Never making a stinker and only making kind of new IP, innovative. I mean, it's Kamiya. He's amazing, right? This is an Xbox exclusive. They didn't announce a PC version. Luckily, I have some time before I have to pick up an Xbox One, but I will definitely be playing this game. What are your thoughts on Scalebound? Please let me know below, because I'd like to hear. Anyways, that's it for Trailer Talk. Thumbs up if you like Trailer Talk, and have a good day.